Hi, I'm Dawn Priolat. I'm the author of the forthcoming book, Break the Bad Boy Habit. And if you are going through a period in your relationship, whether it's in the beginning, where you're going through a period of feeling desperate and kind of needy and wanting to do things that you know you shouldn't be doing, because as a woman, you know, we shouldn't be doing the phone calls, we shouldn't be doing the texting, all of that needy, grabby kind of energy, trying to get him to really like us, and we're grabbing at him energetically. And all that does, of course, is push him away. He wants to go running in the opposite direction. So let's do some EFT tapping so that we can turn down the desperation quite a bit, and you can actually be more attractive by being able to be that feminine, receptive energy. So we'll start out tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I feel so desperate, so needy, I want him to like me. I want him to validate me. I want him to call me. He's my soulmate. I know he is. And I want him to call me. I want him to like me. I want him to love me. And I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I am so desperate to have him validate me. Even though I feel so desperate, I want to call him right now. It's driving me crazy because I'm afraid that I'm going to lose him if I don't call him. When the truth is, I know that if I keep calling him and keep up this crazy behavior, I absolutely will lose him. And I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I feel so freaking desperate right now. I want to text him so bad. I want to call him. I want to know if he's home. I want to drive by his house and check up on him. I choose to remain calm, and I choose to be open to healing this. And let's tap through the points. This crazy freaking desperation that I'm feeling. This feels so familiar to me. Oh my God, where does this come from? Maybe it reminds me of when I was a little girl and my father left. Maybe it reminds me of how much I tried to get my father to notice me, to pay attention to me. Maybe I always felt ignored as a child. And now I go through all of my life looking for men who are going to ignore me and make me feel abandoned and rejected. Maybe I'm trying to heal this old pattern. But I feel so desperate, I want to call him. I feel panicked. I feel nervous. I feel anxiety. I'm so afraid that if I don't do something, if I don't suggest something, if I don't call him, if I don't let him know that I'm interested somehow, he's never going to notice me. Maybe I could just send him an email. That would be innocent enough. Yeah, I'll just send him an email. Just send him some funny thing that I found on the internet. Oh my God, I am so desperate. Even though I feel so desperate, I choose to be calm. I choose to know that this feeling of desperation actually started a long time ago when I felt rejected by my mother and my father. I felt abandoned. And now I choose men who abandon me too. Or maybe I simply choose to act in ways, unknowingly, that cause men to want to run in the opposite direction. Maybe it's not really that these are bad boys at all. Maybe he's really not a bad guy. Maybe I'm just unknowingly driving him away with all my desperation and neediness. Oh, I am so willing to heal this. I am so open and willing to heal this old childhood story of abandonment and rejection. I am so willing to heal this so that I'll stop ruining all of my relationships with men. I am so willing to heal this. I am so willing to attract all the help that I need so that I can heal this, so that my inner child can feel calm and safe and secure, whether or not he actually calls me or not. Okay, take a deep breath and let's stop. Now, this is just the first round. This is kind of the positive or the negative round. And you may need to kind of check in with how you feel right now. For example, before we started, let's say you wanted to call him or email him. And let's just say that was at a 10 in intensity. And just check yourself now and see if there's been a change. Has it moved down to maybe say an 8 or a 7 or a 5? See what the intensity is now. And then if you need to, if it's not at least a 2 or lower, then you'll want to go back and tap through that round again and just kind of add in anything else that comes up. Any thoughts, any feelings, any memories that come up. And you know what? You don't even have to say anything, because as long as those memories are coming into your mind while you're doing the tapping, it's going to help to clear that out. And so, you know, in the beginning, I'm going to be honest with you, this is like having an addiction to heroin. It really is. Because when you become attached to a man, especially a man that you've had sex with, you've got all kinds of hormones, what I call the happy hormones, that are kind of running around in your body when you have sex with him. And so what you may have done is you may have associated all of those happy hormones, one of them being oxytocin, you may have associated that with this particular man, instead of just knowing that you can have that happy feeling with anyone, you know, or even through self-pleasuring. So anyhow, if you need to, go through this again, tap through it again before you go on to the positive round in the next video. I'll see you in the next video.